Yeah, she just hit her ball into the seam of the penalty area, so had to take a drop. Kelly also has a long putt for par, and this has been a bit of a grind for these sophomores. Haven't been playing their best golf, but it's still a tight match, and this could be a deciding one as well.
Kelly Shue early with that one-up lead, and lefty, perhaps a bit of an opening.
Again, where this hole is located today, in the front left corner of this green. Behind the hole, not a bad play. Only about 6 paces on over that left edge.
This will be a good one here. She has that momentum. Not a whole lot of break inside.
Okay.
Positive vibe for young Macy Pate. Perhaps she can lean into that from 4 years ago.
You'll take any good vibes if you're a golfer. This is about execution. Nice smooth transition in the putting. Very steady through impact as well.
Report 4, Stanford 5, Stanford is 1 up.
Things that has impressed me about, I would say Maxwell and David, I notice it more with Maxwell though, is just how quick he is over the ball to pull the trigger. I mean, it's extraordinary. It doesn't feel like he's even set before he hits the ball, especially on the putting.
That he does. And yeah, he's pretty deliberate getting into his shot, but once he's over top of the ball, he's ready to go. So he does all his prep before, then he just kind of aims and shoots. Good save there. That was not an easy up and down.
Yeah, can't argue with the results that we've seen from Maxwell Ford. This is Stanford freshman Paula Martin San Pedro, 1 up against Mimi Rhodes of Wake Forest. 2 putts to make the turn 2 up, and
great putt.
Talk about a talented freshman. Whew. What a start for her collegiate career. Let's see what Ford can do from the bunker at 10. So he'll have a chance to save his par after poor second. We go back to Roberts. Brett to stay 1 up in the match.
Shouldn't be much in this, although it is downhill, so the slower that the ball rolls on a downhill putt, the more break it does take. Okay, well done.
The hole is tied with 4s. Ford Estate is 1 up in the match.
Past club champions here, so how much is that experience a good thing, and then maybe also a bad thing of, well, I know where all the trouble is?
Oh, true, but at the same time, reads like this are so intuitive when it's your home golf course. You don't even have to think about it because you've seen over and over, and there's just layers and layers of intuitive ways that you've played this golf course. So I absolutely believe it would be an advantage. Well done.
Center
Great putt.
cut. ACC Player of the Year a season ago. 5-up lead through the first 8 holes against Luke Clanton.
9 playing downwind today, so Maxwell Ford only 54 yards into this little front left hole location. To drive it in there low, try to keep it below the hole if he can, and
that's
does
really
just
nice.
that. Good shot.
To win the hole.
And if she can make this, this will be the first time the match is tied since the 3rd hole.
She does.
Wake Forest 4, Stanford 5. Wake Forest wins the hole. The match is tied.
Absolutely needs this one because Maxwell is in there about 8 feet short of the hole. No birdies on Luke's card. That'll hurt you in match play. Made a bogey and a double, and how about that?
There it is.
Something that possibly could swing something his way.
Yeah. Had a sense that would be the last shot she would take on this hole. Conceded it to Pate, so that match tied. Wake Forest making a bit of a charge as we go back over to Maxwell Ford. Something, it's all about May. What are you going to do at the national championships?
I love listening to Coach DiPedetto talking earlier this week about where he put players in the lineup. It wasn't necessarily who would be the most successful on that given day, but it was putting them into pressure situations to better prepare them for big moments.
I don't think it matters where you put David Ford in the lineup.
Yeah.
How about that putt?
That was awesome.
But to your point, you learn something about your team when you do that.
Good opportunity for these players.
Over at 13, Dunnan for par to tie the hole. All right, so they remain tied in that first match off for Stanford and Wake Forest.
You know, guys, the only way to lose big leads is to start driving it out of position, so he's got to tidy that up. That's a pretty well-executed shot to get it to there.
I think about where he played his third from on 18 to get up and down to keep his match going against Fontenot. This could have gone anywhere, depending on how restricted that follow-through was going to be.
Probably happy the club shaft is also safe for not hitting that tree trunk.
Poole for par to tie the hole. Stay one down against Roberts, so he's able to get it in.
The hole is tied with 5. Florida State is 1 up in the match.
Brett Roberts maintaining that one. Tar Heels leading in 3 of the 5 matches out on the golf course, and it is a final. Southern Cal, a 3-2 winner over Texas A&M on that consolation match as we bring it back to Atlanta right after this. Pate's third on the par 5.
You can see just that whole location just over the edge of a ridge, about 6 paces over it. Oh yeah, really nice.
And considering Sturge a hitter second in the water, advantage Pate.
Good green. It's pretty awesome what a couple weeks ago at the Stevens Cup did for Ann. She was 6 under in qualifying and then made it into the Stevens Cup. What a great shot by her. Finished top 10, so she's exempt into this Eastlake Cup, and just been awesome to see her fight. So really cool story for this sophomore who didn't play at all last year and now really getting some reps under her belt.
Par 5.
Only 4 paces off the left edge. What a shot.
Arlena Lopez Chikara and Mega Gane. And Gane had a lot of these putts of a very similar length in her match against Zoe Slaughter yesterday to even find a way to get Stanford into this championship showdown. She was 2 down, 2 to go. You're thinking, all right, the Aggies are going to win this. Mega had other thoughts. Up 4 up, 1 up, 3 up. So FSU in a bit of trouble, but as we've seen, the excitement really gets going usually here at the 15th in the finishing stretch coming in as we watch Den Dunnan, short one for par.
Yeah, inside right on this one. Man, this match has just been so grueling, back and forth. Now with Den Dunham up in this match. That one slides in. And we think about Stanford and Wake Forest. We won't just see them in the NCAA championship, but with Stanford coming to the ACC, we'll definitely be seeing this battle more often.
Yeah, you almost forget about the realignment. People think about football and basketball. It impacts college golf as well.
Wake Forest 3, Stanford 3. The hole is tied. Wake Forest remains 1 up in the match.
2 putts to win the hole.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Wake Forest 4.
And she's
Stanford
flipped
5.
that in the last hour. Sturza was up early. Pate now winning hole after hole.
I mean, it's been incredible what Pate has been doing in that match. Sturgeon was up 3.
As we watch Mimi Rhodes to win the 12th, tie up the match, and she does, and it's going all Wake Forest's way right now. 3 up against Kattrup and likely to go 4 up. Couple of putts to win the hole. And the Fords, David Maxwell, continuing to say, this is why we love Atlanta Athletic Club so much. Tar Heels looking good. A big hill to climb for Florida State to try to get back in this one. But Brett Roberts could put that first point on the board for FSU. Wake Forest, similar spot, leading in 4 of 5 against Stanford. Mountain to go 3 up at 10.
Oh, nice putt.
It's not just the Fords. They're rolling it in seemingly from everywhere.
This will want to sneak to his right. Oh, nicely done.
Florida State 3, North Carolina 4. Florida State wins the hole. Florida State is 3 up in the match.
That first match all for the ladies. Dundonnan 1 up. We'll follow it with our top tracer technology.
And really cool angle. They've moved this tee box all the way to the right side. Just 119 yards, but dicey hole location, just 6 paces from that rock wall. This is a 9-iron. And yeah, I knew that was going to be a bit long, but got to have that conservative play when you're up in the match.
Two will do.
Okay.
They figured it out. And look at that flagstick. Wind, nothing like we've seen the last couple of afternoons around this 4-5 o'clock time frame on the East Coast. Wake Forest, they're cruising right now. Stanford's got to start flipping the script. Demon Deacons leading in 4 of 5. So too are the Tar Heels of North Carolina. Ford Brothers leading the way for UNC.
Okay.
At least one more hole for catch-up.
Side to keep her 1-up lead. Just inside right.
Must have been an inspirational round for Ann Stair to play some golf with you. She's up to the challenge.
Keep the speed up.
Yeah.
I think he beat it to the hole, didn't he?
It was close. But what a stretch of golf for Luke Clanton.
Trying to go 1-up with this birdie.
Oh, in
How
the
about
side
that?
door. And that gives a little bit of air in the tires for Stanford.
Yeah, 50 to 60 feet here for her eagle. It's down grain, breaking towards the water from right to left. And this is the moment where we saw yesterday Stanford start to flip these matches.
Oh, beautiful. What a well-played hole. I mean, in this match, knowing 1 down, takeout driver, hit the green in 2, beautiful putt.
Peter Fountain at the 12th, couple of putts to win the hole, walks that one right in, so he'll go 4 up against Tyler Weaver from Florida State. Couple of putts to win the hole. She could use it, definitely needs it. Putter saved her yesterday. Going to need to lean on it
3.
again today if she's going to try
Wake
to
Forest 5.
track down Lopez
Wake
Shakara.
Forest is 3 up.
Oh, as they're getting ready to go here at 17, but this match is enormous.
Yeah, it certainly is. And they were watching the Sturza Pate match just in front of them play 17. So I wonder how that changed momentum for them trying to get a point for their team.
Good shot.
That's a solid shot there for Shu.
Well, at the very least, it's still a toss-up. You know that they're going to the 18th hole, and at that point, someone is within 1. So at that point, you know it's a toss-up. So.
But to see your teammate keep playing,
Oh, yeah.
there were no handshakes or hugs on the green at 17. Perhaps a little shot of adrenaline. Now a big one here for Ann Stair Dundonnan.
Down grain, breaking just to her left.
Oh, how about that?
Oh my goodness, what a putt for Ann Stair Dundonnan.
Well, and fearless with the speed at which it hit the back of the cup.
Allowing Stanford to get into the championship match. I imagine she'll hit this with a bit of pace. Still needs to read it well, though. Wow, oh my
Kelly
gosh,
Shue?
and we're on to 18.
Hole location only 5 paces on. She's got room behind it if she can bring it in with some spin. Gotta be careful. Okay.
Took dead aim. Earlier, she started college early. She should be a senior in high school right now, and maybe we saw some of that inexperience at 17. But to see this through after having a pretty solid fall campaign, according to associate head coach Ryan Potter, this is how you build towards the future. Pate for the win.
Good.
Well done.
Stanford 5, Wake Forest 5. Wake Forest wins the match, 1 up.
This for birdie. He was 5 down through 8. This to tie things up against Maxwell. Same reaction we saw from him on 18 yesterday when he closed out Matthew Kress. 3rd.
All uphill, including once it hits the green. Oh, what a nice touch.
Heck of a shot by Mega there to likely save her par. Over at 15 now. Albright with an opportunity. They'll go at least one more.
Stanford 4, Wake Forest 4. Wake Forest is 2 up.
Right to left, just outside the hole. I don't think she can ignore it. She slammed it in the back of the cup on the previous hole with some pace.
And as Amelia said earlier, this part of the game for Ann Stair-Den-Dunnan has vastly improved from her freshman year to this her sophomore season. This for par. Really solid by Ann Stair-Den-Dunnan.
Ann's putt did, moving from right to left. She can't ignore it. Gonna have to play some break. I'd say inside the hole right.
They keep going.
Good.
Well done.
Stanford 5, Wake Forest 5. Wake Forest wins the match, 1 up.
Birdie to win the match and the East Lake Cup for the Tar Heels.
Downhill 25 feet, super fast, moving a little to his left. Let's be careful with speed, but this looks good.
How about that? That's how you close things out. What a putt by Austin Greaser.
North Carolina wins the match 2-1.
Just when there's a little bit of that match slipping away, had a 4-up lead through 14. Lost a couple holes coming in, but huge putt on the last, well, on the 17th hole to ultimately take it home.
First ever appearance in the East Lake Cup for the North Carolina Tar Heels. They're a perfect 1-for-1.
Lob this from 92 yards back into the wind. Probably plays about 100.
Okay. That's just fine. That was a very smart play. Excellent. She can get enough spin on a full wedge to be able to play behind the hole. Well done.
Just a few hundred people watching this group. Pretty special as the sun is setting and the weather getting a little bit colder.
Well, we saw her roll some really great putts. I think one of the assets is she has great tempo on her putting stroke. Doesn't seem to hurry or rush through the transition, keeps it nice and steady through impact, especially on an uphill putt. That's what's going to be very important, to make sure that she keeps up the pace.
Giving it another look. Stanford Cardinal teammates watching, hoping, rooting, and a former standout, Mariah Stackhouse. Ties to Atlanta, part of that national championship team, 2015 at Concession, and what she did coming down the stretch to force extra holes, maybe trying to give a little mojo to Megagane, see if she can do the same for birdie.
And remember, Gane was 4 down, so she has fought her way all the way to this 18th hole.
Lopez Chikara close this match out and send Wake Forest back home as East Lake Cup champs.
Nice team. Way to go, Cece. Very good, very good. Well done.